arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people just even a couple of weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead-up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. And I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Patriots first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun. It's May. He's got his man, Keyshawn Boutte. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That pass play good for 22. First down, New England.
At the 25-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
May to throw on 2nd down. Open man. That's the tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll be good for 11 yards, still short of the first down marker, and 3rd down coming up.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll try to sneak it here, and not much there. Quick defense, held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short. Gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
May gonna hold on to this one. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's May. Pass completed to Douglas. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This about as short as you can get. No issues there. This one is good. And the Patriots will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
In motion is Barner. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Hunt brings it in left side. 11 yards on the pass there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Seahawks.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
the return is Jones. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Patriots offense ready now for their second drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, here's May. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Keyshawn Booty was the one he was looking for. It's 2nd down.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as, if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide-open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
First catch of the game for Diggs, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Toss, Henderson heading right. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 3rd and long, here's May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready for their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game. On 1st down, they pick up 7 yards.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to keep it himself. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, the Patriots out on top. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. So from the 36, it is 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's
He's
second
tackled
down.
at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Seattle.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh, a loose football. And the Patriots are going to recover. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Patriots offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is May. He'll get this out to Henderson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 5. Here's May. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming out.
The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. And their 2 drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to learn more and more now, Mike, that sacks are quarterback stats. Everyone always wants to blame the offensive line, but in this case, the protection was really good. Nobody got open downfield, and the quarterback has to get rid of the ball. You just can't expect your protection to hold up that long.
Shaheed in motion. On 2nd down, it's Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Seahawks.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball.
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Milton Williams. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Darnold to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. May going to look to throw. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
That one taken in by Douglas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
On the handoff to Henderson. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Big Leonard Williams brings him down.
Leonard Williams. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is May. That one complete to Hollins. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, New England. A run, and this is Henderson. Whoa. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
4. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Again, it's Henderson, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short, and here is May. That complete to Henderson. Trying to get away, but he will not. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision maker. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
3rd and 6. Darnold now to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
A gain there of 21. 1st down, Seattle.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Darnold to throw again. He'll get this out to his running back. To the pylon, he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
In this offense, they just continue to find such creative ways to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers. And this time they use the pre-snap motion to help their guy gain leverage. And it's just an easy pitch and catch for the touchdown.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Pass completed to Douglas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
to throw now. May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They face 2nd down and 7. From out of the gun, here's May. And caught downfield by Diggs. And they will get the first down here and move it to field goal range inside the 25.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
May to throw again. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
May's pass complete to Travion Henderson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. To throw again is May. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
2nd and 10.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's May again. That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
And the Patriots.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal. May to the air once more. And not looking anything downfield, and just get this to the sidelines. It is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd
Smart
and
decision
goal.
there on 1st and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision making here. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Pats move out front. It's 9-7.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Shaheed now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2. And we'll start this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
On the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Shaheed in motion. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. This brought in out past the 20. Looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Patriots offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here. Starting with a 1st and 10. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. It's the tight end Henry in motion. Once more, it's Henderson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd down and 3. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 more yards from him there, and another 1st down.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Was great work to see those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Here's May to throw it on first down. Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
So obviously here in this one, the points have been at a premium. So now as you get into the second half, I think both these offenses start saying, all right, we've had a hard time sustaining possession. We've had a hard time going the long way. Let's try to generate some chunk plays and get a little life in our offense. And that one falls incomplete, but I think they got to just continue to attack downfield.
Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
Patriots, first down. First and 10 at the 38.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win And that's exactly what he did here.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake, it's May. A throw on the move is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down. On the give, it's Henderson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
May to throw on 2nd down. This one's caught at the 4, and he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
Points have certainly been hard to come by in this one today, Mike, but it seems like this drive has been what they've been searching for. A little bit of rhythm, the ability to sustain. Now they got to finish. Now they got to capitalize on these first downs and go finish with 6.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Once more, Henderson. Powering forward. He's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it, as you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6. It starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Shaheed now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. He'll locate Cup. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
On 2nd down, Walker. The tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
Jones on the tackle. A gain of 7, and the Seahawks 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Hoots. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defense...
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. That is Christian Barmore in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Darnold to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he come out 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Darnold, and that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And they inch a bit closer here in this 4th quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Madden. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. 3rd down coming up.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
His 2nd catch of the drive, this one good for 15 and a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Now, May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Patriots first down.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. It's the tight end Henry in motion. From out of the gun, they're going to run with Henderson. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. 2nd time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
That's another Patriots first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If that was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. It's Henderson, and he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Timeout Seahawks, that is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2, here we go. He'll give it to Henderson. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
A 22-yard attempt.
2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregames. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Shaheed now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So now, Darnold, the Seahawks. Down on the scoreboard. 1:54 remain. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl. And they've got it. First down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. In motion is Barner. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Shaheed in motion. To throw again is Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Darnold to throw again. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Seahawks.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. Here's Darnold again. Shaheed with the catch. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Darnold to the air once more. Throw right side, home in by Cup. And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
His throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Shaheed in motion. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This is going to go down as one of the great finishes in Super Bowl history, Mike, and I understand it's not quite done yet, but what a sequence here. Shades of that 49ers versus Cincinnati in Super Bowl 23, Steelers Cardinals Super Bowl 43, a touchdown late in the game. That could end up just,
oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. And that's going to do it in their 50th anniversary season. What a celebration. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champs for the 2nd time. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what,